Hi there, boys and girls. Welcome to Miss Etta's Academic Corner. Hi there. It's so good to see you again. I hope you had a wonderful day. If you went to school, I hope you had a great day. What did you do today? Do you remember what you learned? Did you make any friends? Did you see your favorite teacher? Now, you might not have went in the building. You could have been on the internet. Some people are using Canvas. Some people are using Zoom. Some people are actually going in the building, which is what they call brick and mortar. Brick and mortar. That's when you go to school inside the building. So, no matter how you went to school, I hope you had a great day and saw some of your friends. So we have with us tonight, we have Mr. Teddy, we have Judah Sr., and we have Judah Jr., and they have been waiting to hear the next story for Miss Etta's Academic Corner. What are we going to read today? It's a book called Our Class is a Family. You see the students and you see the building that looks like maybe the school building because it has a bell on top of it. You see the trees, the leaves, and we see all pretty colors. Oh, look at that sunflower. There's flowers in there too. So we see pink, we see red and green and blue and white and brown. I don't know if I said green. And we see different people. We see one adult that's probably a teacher, and everybody else are the students. This is a book written by Shannon Olson, and it's a soft book. It's not hard. You can bend it. You know, we look at the front and the back. On the back it says, family isn't always your relatives. It's the ones who accept you for who you are. The ones who would do anything to see you smile and who love you no matter what. Written by Unknown. So family isn't always relatives. And what's the title of this book again? Our Class is a Family. So let's get inside the book and see what valuable lesson it has for us tonight. It's dedicated, it says, for Maddie and Emma and Cole and Annabelle. So sometimes when authors write books, they dedicate it to somebody like a relative or somebody that helped them along the way. If you wrote a book, or for some of you, when you write that book, you're going to be able to dedicate your book maybe to your parents, to your favorite teacher, if you're married by that time, your husband or your wife. Our class is a family. It says it again inside. And if you notice, most books do that. They have the title on the front and they have the title inside the book. When you think of a family, you might picture one in a house. A mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs, and a pet mouse. Now, I'm sure your family doesn't look like this because there's all types of families. This is just one example of a family. Some families have two parents. Some families have one parent. Some families are adoptive children. Sometimes it's foster children. Sometimes they have is what they call blended families. That's when two people get together, and this side has their children, that one has their children. They come together and they blend, they mix, and they mingle, and now they become one family. So families look different. Perhaps when you think of a family, you think of a grandma or a stepmom and a stepdad. It could be for those 14 cousins or that twin who makes you mad. So just like I gave you examples, they're giving you other examples of how a family could look. Take a moment and think, what does your family look like? And I'm talking about the family where you live at. Do you have a sibling, brother or sister? Do you have any pets? Do you have one parent, two parents? Do you have a caregiver? Caregiver is somebody that cares for you. They may not be your parent, but they care for you just like a parent would. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It can be another special group who love and care for you. See that? A family doesn't have to be people that are related to you. It's just a special group of people who love you, care for you. Have you ever thought about where most of your time is spent? It's at school with all of us. That's where all those hours went. Think about it. If you're in school a lot of hours during the day, during the week, during the month, and during the year. Have you ever thought about that? That you spend so much time in school, rather it's on the internet or in the building, you're still spending time, a lot of time, with a special group of people. So if our classroom is the place where we spend our days, why wouldn't we want to make it like a home in many ways? Look how they've got that classroom going. There's a book she's reading, they've got numbers, and they've got a fish bowl. Here they've got pictures up on the wall. So you try to make where you spend most of your time comfortable, pretty, exciting to look at, makes you feel good. Now, your parents, where they spend most of their time, might be on their jobs. Now, their jobs could be in the house or it could be at an office. If it's in a house or your home or your apartment, then your parents usually would have one area where they're working at. And in that area, they would put up pictures, they would put things up on the wall, they would put things special so that they know when they come to this area, that's the area where they do their work. If it's in their office, they might bring pictures of the family to the office. If you make things for your parents, they might put it in a special place where they can see it. It's a place where we can show respect and kindness to each other, a spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. So in school, you have relationships, you have friendships, and you have these special memories. We'll have things in common. There are connections that we'll seek, but we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us each unique. So, like in any family, there are things in our family that we are just alike. But then there are things in our family that we are different. We're unique and we should respect it. And we should always remember that this is what makes each of us different, but it's still good. We don't have to be the same, boys and girls. Be kind of boring if we were all the same. Remember to get each page They kind of stick. Our classroom is a special haven where it's okay to make mistakes. So sometimes, and a haven means a place. It's just that special place where it's okay to make mistakes. Now, look closely. He's doing a math problem. 9 and 6 equals 16. Is that right? Is that correct? Or is that wrong? He's questioning it. He's not sure. He thinks that's what it is, but he's not sure. We learn from them and try again, no matter what it takes. So sometimes when you're in the classroom, sometimes you feel like, oh, I can't say something because I don't want to make a mistake. But that's the place you should be able to make a mistake. If you ever feel like you don't want to talk because you don't want to be laughed at or you're afraid to be laughed at, tell your teacher. If you don't want to tell your teacher, tell your parent and let your parent tell your teacher so that you can get encouragement to speak in the class so that you can learn. If you don't speak, you won't learn because that question you have, somebody else has it too. We'll all have tough days sometimes, but your teacher is here for you. Look at that. Sometimes we have a rough patch. Sometimes we don't have days that we feel really good. But tell your teacher, tell your parents. And as long as you're a friend to others, your peers will be there too. Don't you notice sometimes when you're not having such a good day, your classmate will ask you what's wrong, or they might come and give you a nice pat and tell you everything is going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And it makes you feel good. In this classroom of four walls, we stick together. We'll help each other learn and grow in any kind of weather. No matter what type of weather, no matter what's going on outside, we'll stick together and help each other grow. So let's always remember what a great team we can be. You have our back and we have yours. We're a classroom family. Look at that. And that's what a team is. That's when people work together. They don't try to beat each other up. They try to make sure we're helping one another. We're a team because a team gets things done faster and better. And that's a great way to be in the classroom. And that's the end. So boys and girls, remember, your class is a family too. Remember, it's okay to be different and be unique. And it's okay if you're not having such a good day. Make sure to let your teacher know, let your parents know, because it's important that every day is your day. See you. Nice to see you again. Bye-bye.